Welcome back. You're watching Headlines Now. Wrestler actor Dara Singh is suffering from brain hemorrhage and can go into a coma anytime, according to Kokilaben Hospital's medical bulletin. He also underwent dialysis at the hospital, and doctors say that there has been significant damage to his brain. Dara Singh had been hospitalized on Saturday, and his close friends Dharmendra, Raza Murad, Farah Khan, among others, visited him at the hospital.
दारा जी को सिर्फ दुआओं की ज़रूरत है क्योंकि ही इज़ ऑन वेंटिलेटर एंड मैं गया था वहाँ बहुत कम लोगों को ऊपर जाने दे रहे हैं वो लोग, लेकिन आई हैव द गुड फॉर्चून ऑफ गोइंग देयर और मैं उनके बेटे से मिलकर आ रहा हूँ जो मेरा दोस्त भी है। लेकिन फिलहाल तो सिर्फ इतना ही कह सकते हैं कि बस भगवान उनको दुआओं के सहारे अगर हमारे बीच में रखें तो बहुत बेहतर है, क्योंकि ही इज़ रियली वेरी बैड और यू नो ही इज़ ऑन अ हाई वेंटिलेटिंग apparatus at the moment.
देखिए, डॉक्टर्स तो यही कह रहे हैं कि चांसेस कम हैं, लेकिन जब तक आखिरी सांस चलती है उम्मीद तो बंदी रहती है। वो इंसान शेर की तरह जिया है, शेर की जिंदगी जिया है, और जो सबसे अच्छी उनमें बात, एक विशेषता थी, कभी उनके मुंह से हमने किसी की बुराई नहीं सुनी।
Moving on, visitors have flocked to the Chinese city of Hangzhou to see a three-dimensional art exhibition interacting with the paintings depicting various scenarios. 83 oil paintings are on show for about a month at the Magical Art Exhibition. Organizers said that these paintings are basically two-dimensional drawings painted creatively in a special 3D style, with some parts going out of the picture frame and others with shadows painting on to create the effect of an extra dimension.
其实我们在杭州刚开始做推广的时候也很累，哪怕专业人士他都不一定知道 3D 画展是一个什么东西。其实很简单，就是一个互动展览，每一张 3D 画都是可以跟人来拍照来互动。所以说这个展览其实最大的优势就在于互动。
我觉得3D 文化展比一般的画展要好玩得多。在那边跟他那个画展站在旁边，就感觉是身临其境一样，感觉自己就在画中一样的。或者换种方式就是说，那个画里面的人物都活灵活现。
World Population Day was instituted in 1989 as an outgrowth of the Day of 5 Billion marked on July 11, 1987. The UN authorized the event as a vehicle to build an awareness of population issues and the impact they have on development and the environment. Since then, the United Nations Populations Fund encouragement governments and non-governmental organizations or individuals have organized various educational activities to celebrate the annual event. Take a look. If the world population continues to increase at the current rate, we will not be able to maintain or raise the global standard of living without risking the destruction of the environment. It took thousands of years for the world population to hit 1 billion. In comparison, it took 123 more years to reach 2 billion and merely 33 years to hit 3 billion. At present, the world population increases by 1 billion people every 13 years. Every second, an average of 4.2 people are born and 1.8 people die. That's a net gain of 2.4 people per second. Today, the population totals 7 billion. By 2025, it is estimated to reach 8 billion. And by 2050, there will be 2.5 billion more people on the earth than there are today. That's an increase equal to the entire world population in 1950. Instead of controlling the environment for the benefit of the population, maybe we should control the population to ensure the survival of our environment. The demand for fresh water increases as the population size increases, but there is only so much fresh water on earth. By 2025, it is estimated that more than 1 among 3 people will be affected by water shortages. In more than 1 out of 2 developing countries, the population has been growing faster than food supplies. To feed the projected population in 2025, we will have to double food production over current levels. Even if we are able to double our food production, it won't come without a cost. Increasing food production creates a chain reaction of environmental disruption. The problems with climate change will only grow worse as the population increases. The higher the population, the greater the demand for oil, gas, coal and other fuels that create the greenhouse gases. The higher our population, the higher our total levels of consumption. So what is it that can be done? Lower levels of unnecessary consumption in developed countries. Find sustainable solutions to meet increasing demands on food, water, fuel and other basic resources. Provide universal access to family planning services, contraceptives and information. Empower women. Give women access to healthcare, education and birth control. Give women the right to control the size of their families. Democracy cannot survive overpopulation. Human dignity cannot survive it. Convenience and decency cannot survive it as well. As you put more and more people into the world, the value of life not only declines, it disappears.
आज अंतर्राष्ट्रीय जनसंख्या दिवस है और पूरे विश्व की जनसंख्या बहुत तेजी से बढ़ रही है। पूरे विश्व की जनसंख्या 700 करोड़ से भी अधिक हो चुकी है और भारत के लिए ये बहुत ही चिंताजनक बात है क्योंकि भारत के पास हमारे देश में विश्व का केवल 2.5% जमीन है और अगर जनसंख्या देखें तो 17% हमारे पास जनसंख्या है। तो विश्व की 2.5% जमीन के अंदर विश्व की 17% जनसंख्या रह रही है। जब भी हम देखते हैं कि हर जगह भीड़ ही भीड़ हमें दिखाई देती है, तो इसको हम सबका फर्ज ये बनता है कि हम सब एक जागरूक नागरिक बने, जिम्मेदार नागरिक बने और हम अपना परिवार हम छोटा रखें।
Well, at the moment we know that 1 woman is dying every 10 minutes and that's a very grim figure. But we know also with family planning, and especially family planning looking at the young people where they delay their first childbirth, we know that we can bring tremendously down the maternal mortality. So it comes down at around 150 women a day. But I mean, India also has a population of 1.2 billion. So you have to put it a little bit in perspective, this 1 woman every 10 minutes.
Poor families, they are resorting to more offsprings, more reproduction, simply to have social insurance. When the parents would become aged and not farm, they would be depending on these children. And that is the reason why we have so many child laborers. That's the ready-made income generating hands. And remember, they're eager to reproduce boy child, not girl child.
It may have been made more than 30 years ago, but the premiere of the remastered version of the Oscar-winning Olympics movie Chariots of Fire generated plenty of excitement in London. The film is being re-released in UK cinemas ahead of the London Games.
We are here today to honor the legend and remember those few young men with hope in their hearts.
It comes as a tremendous shock. It's a very pleasant shock, but it's extraordinary after 30 years that a film that had its premiere 30 years ago can apparently generate such excitement. It's wonderful.
It's a film that doesn't date because it was already dated when we made it. So
absolutely great.
Also, it's about people who had a spirit and a heart and they overcame things. So that's a wonderful lesson for us all, really.
That's the reason for us enjoying a film.
Yeah. Also, you know, it was well written. Things that are well written and well directed and well produced, they kind of do all right.
And that is a wrap on this bulletin. Stay tuned to NDTV Hindu for more news and updates.